That said, everyone, unless you're on your phone, take your phone and put it away, turn it down, turn it on silent, turn it off, get it away. Give me your full attention right now. Because what I'm about to share with you today is going to change the game for you if you adopt it, if you action it, and if you follow through like you have never done before.
Is what it is, eh? I just
traveled the world from 2016 onward. I wrote it down.
Facebook with regards to how much money measure against those KPIs.
Trust me, your life will change. Okay, so let me gauge here. Who's heard of the 80-20 principle? So the 80-20 principle, let me start here. Have you ever noticed that you only wear about 20% of your clothes? Right? A quick question. I've got a collection of baseball caps, right? Literally a collection of them. I buy about 2 new ones every 1 to 2 months, right? So I literally go over at Pack Fair, and I go into my shop and I buy 2 new ones every 1 to 2 months. It's just a habit I've got. I just love collecting them. I love wearing new ones, and it's these ones here. You can see them, right? I just love it. But I've got I must have about 20 of them in there. Okay. And I'm only ever wearing about 20% of them. Like the ones that I bought ages ago, they just stay on the shelf, I never wear them anymore. It's weird. You actually notice this about every area of your life. 80% of what you have, you'll only use 20% of it, or 80% or 80% of the inputs that you have in your life are actually only 20% of the inputs in your life are causing your happiness, right? So it's every single where in your life. Just notice it. Just scan your life and just notice how this is true. Can everyone notice it? Have you got habits like this going on? Okay. The 80-20, man, it's really true. Okay. The 80-20 tool is also known as Pareto principle. Okay. Which asserts that 80% of outcomes or outputs result from 20% of all causes or inputs. Okay, so input, output. So the input could be an action that you're doing in your life, and then an output could be the feeling of happiness. An input could be money input somewhere, and then more money comes output. Okay, and then about 20% of the things that you're doing are producing 80% of those results. Okay. It's crazy. And in business, a goal of the 80-20 in relation to business, the goal of it is to identify the inputs that are potentially the most productive and that are giving you the most ROI in your business, and you make them a priority, and everything else you can eliminate or delegate. Okay? Because just imagine a reality if you eliminated the 80% of shit that you do in your life that doesn't actually produce anything towards your actual true goals in life. So connect to your true goal for a minute, right? Connect into your income goal. Everyone there? Connect into your income goal. Now, just notice how true that is for you, and just notice. Okay, just notice how good it feels. Okay, and then just notice all the things that you do in your life that aren't even moving you towards that. Just give me a 1 in the chat box if you can kind of become aware of that, if you can sense it, if you can see it, if you can feel it, right? Imagine a reality where that 80% of shit that you do that doesn't produce the results you want were eliminated out of your life, and all you did was live in the 20% zone. So imagine everything in relation to your health, you eliminated everything and focused on the 20. Then your happiness, eliminated everything and then focused on the 20. I mean, it doesn't take a lot for me to be happy. And if I try and do all this other shit and I just, instead of doing the one thing that makes me happy, then it's just a waste of time and energy. I can just go straight for the outcome with one small action, right? Same with your income and in your business. All the shit that you're doing that's not moving towards that and it's not producing the actual outputs, you got to eliminate them and focus on the 20%. Okay. And this is very unique for every single person on this call, because every single person on this call has their own unique expression and has their own unique genius and has their own unique way of doing things. Okay. So it's important that you gain an understanding of where your 20% is at in each area of life. Okay. Does this make sense to everyone? Okay, so if you eliminate the 80% and focus all your efforts on the 20%, my question back to you right now is, where would you be in 6 months? Where would you be in 12 months? Where would you be in 24 months? More than possible with that focus, right? So if we draw this up, I'm going to go a level deeper here. Okay, so the 80-20 rule. So 20% of what you actually do produces 80% of the results, right? Now we can actually go a level deeper than this. I want you to plant a seed in your brain. Now, if you identify the 20% first, and let's just say hypothetically it's a list of 8 things or something, right? So there's just 8 things that you do that produce so much energy in your life, happiness, health, income, and you're just like, man, these are just the things, and you found them, right? Okay. So I wonder if you could find the 20% of the 20%, okay, which equals 4%. Okay, and if you think of that 2/3, okay, so 2/3 of 80 is 64. So 4% of what you do actually produces 64% of your results. So imagine once you identify your 20% in each area of life, okay? And let's just actually talk about income here. So 20% in your income, okay? Imagine there was those 8 things, right? But imagine you just found the 4%. Imagine you just went, oh, wow, this one and this one produce 64%. Then what do you get to do? You get to focus on those things first and delegate the rest of them. Okay. So this is honestly, if you just spend the next 6 months analyzing this every single week and trying to find these things, the 20% first, of course. And then when you find that, identify that, breaking it down and trying to find the 4%. Honestly, man, you are going to be an outcome generating machine. You're going to be able to produce outcomes with the least effort possible, because the goal, my goal for you is to get more with less. Who likes the sound of that? To get more with less. Get more out with less. Get more energy out with less. Get more income with less. Who would like that? Because with this way of thinking and looking at things and reviewing your life every single week, that's what's possible. You can get to the place where you're just doing the things that you love and that are producing your outputs in life. And it's such a beautiful place to be. Like, you wake up every single day and it doesn't feel like a struggle. You wake up every single day and you've got more money in your bank than you could ever imagine. Like, I'm even at a place right now where I've got investments that are working for me as well. And it's just like and it's just because I'm focusing on, right, where's my 20%? Where's my 20%? Where's my 20%? Then where's my 4%? Right? Where's my 4%? And then I'm living in that zone. I'm doing my best. And I'm a shiny objects guy, by the way, just so you know. I'm a shiny objects guy. I can see something new and I get excited about it. And I'm like, whoa. could do that, could do that, could do that, could do that. Wow, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. Honestly, ask Chris. I am a shiny objects guy, right? So this is even harder for me. Okay, so this is not just a thing that I've just been blessed and born with. I'm the actual opposite of this. Okay, if you let me just bounce around, I'm the opposite of it. Okay, I am the shiny objects guy that'll do everything and give himself a list that is as long as his two arms put together and not sleep. That's me. If I let myself naturally, if I let my nature, my natural tendencies play out, right? Because of the way I am, without this awareness, I'm the complete opposite of the 4%. I am 150%. I'm 200%. Okay. And statistics say that you can only get 100% effort, but I'm the 200% guy. Okay. So this is not the point of me telling that story is I want you to know this is not natural for me. It's not natural. It's learned. So if you're sitting there thinking that, fuck, this is just not possible for me. I'm a shiny objects person. I'm a bouncing around off the walls person. No, not a focus person because I'm this type of person. And you've got all these narratives and stories going on in your brain. My biology does this and I'm like this and I'm like that and I'm like this. And it's like all these stories you tell yourself. It's just not true. You can become a master of your biological responses in your body. You can become a master. Okay? You can become a master. Let's keep the focus, guys, on this, not on cryptocurrencies, please. Okay? Let's keep the focus on this. Keep the focus on this. Because it's really important that we stay focused and we've not got everyone's brain thinking about something else. All right? So, who is committed to finding their 4%? Give me a 1 in the chat box if this makes sense. Okay? So you first have to identify, and I'm going to give you some steps later. Don't worry, I'm doing big picture right now. Identify your 20%, and let's start with your income stuff, right? Because that's what we're here for, increase your income. Then you can do it in your health, your happiness, your fulfillment, your family life, your experiences and adventure, if that's something you focus on, your fun, and you can just do it in every area of life if you want. But start with your income because you're here to get your income correct, okay? Does this make sense? Okay, so the next thing I want to present to you that really, 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 really helped me think about things differently is this. Now, someone write this in the chat box, and then if you've got a journal, write this down. This is super important. And then if you actually spend the time to think about this, is going to change the game for you. Okay, so you must think about what you are not doing versus what you are doing. Now write that, someone write that in the chat box. I'm going to let you sit on that one for a second. Write it down in your journal right now and connect with it. Think about what you are not doing versus what you are doing. Okay, what you're not doing versus what you are doing. See, most people sit there and think about and focus on what they are doing, thinking they'll get different results, okay? And it's the wrong way to think about it, okay? You must start thinking about what you're not doing and where you're not spending your time.